Tony Robbins, where do you start? The guy has spent over 4 decades, yes, 4 decades, transforming the lives of hundreds, yes, hundreds of millions of people globally. He has worked in over 100 countries. He has taken his work and his space and made it his own. That is impressive. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Ryan McTaggart. I'm the head coach of the Supernatural Dad Movement. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe and hit the bell notification now, because this is the last in a series of 4 videos where I cover exactly the individuals and characters that I have taken aspects of their character traits, their personality, and found that within myself, and then used them as inspiration for me to grow, change, adapt, and lead men like yourself to become the most improved, indestructible, bulletproof version of themselves, to lead their families at a far higher level for greater standards and absolutely principle-led lives that they deserve you to deliver. So yes, hit that subscribe, hit the bell notification, and let's dive right in to Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins is someone who, it was almost one of the first personal development gurus, icons that I read up on when I started on this personal development journey back in 2010, when I was doing door-to-door sales, and I was being introduced to personal development for the first time in my life as a 23-year-old man, 24-year-old man. I was introduced to this space that you can actually read and learn from people and become better yourself. And it was a brand new concept for me. So yeah, Tony Robbins was one of the first. I think he was probably the 3rd personal development book that I read. And what is Tony Robbins to me, and what parts of him have I found within myself and know that I can use his success and his presence and his personality as inspiration for bringing out that part of who I am. Number one is radical candor. He has this capacity to deliver a message which is not easy to hear, aka he tells the truth, especially when it hurts. Because if you can tell the truth to someone who you know for a fact that it's going to hurt, that comes from a place of love, because you love them enough to make them aware that this part of them that they're perhaps blind to needs to change. And that radical candor that Tony Robbins, he embodies it, and he delivers it with just absolute certainty. And that is something that I know is in here and I value massively. And my clients will tell you, I do not fucking miss you, and I do not beat about the bush, and we get to the point quick. Because if we get to the point quick, we can address it and change it quick. If we mess around about, and this is stuff that I did for years, if we waste too long dancing around the edges, nothing changes. And then I let my clients down. I let you down by not being straight to the point and telling you the absolute truth as it is, as it stands, because then we can look at it and move past it. We can go through it and we can go past it. So that's number one, radical candor. Number 2 is his immense capacity to go deep into subjects and become a master. Self-mastery is Tony Robbins. That is one of the things I would say is character defining of Tony Robbins, is self-mastery. Is mastering the things that are going to make him, his self, optimized, primed, and perfectly presented to adjust and overcome anything that comes up in his life. And that is exactly what I have taken in, found within myself, and then it's something that I am building and growing every single day. That ability to master yourself, by mastering the parts of yourself that you've never looked close enough to understand that is the next level for you. That is the next logical step for you, is to take on the parts that you have been avoiding. Do the work you've been avoiding. Self-mastery, that's number 2. And number 3, and the last one, which it just embodies everything that is body, mind, spirit. When you think about how you feel, Tony Robbins is probably one of the first men who brought to the market that you can use your physiology to change how you feel, your psychology. And that priming of the physical body, that movement and getting your body into a pattern that is set to deliver the best version of you, that is set to give you the best feeling that can be generated inside you, the emotional, the chemistry that can be circulated in your body to make you feel more positive, is driven by the physical body. And that is Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins talks about priming and taking yourself into a peak state. And that peak state is delivered by using your physical body and making it do something that takes the energy right up to a way higher level than what it is normally on any given day. And Tony Robbins, he is 100% the proponent of that movement, and he has created this space where now most coaches who are worthy of leading individuals, and we're not going into that right now, however, most coaches understand this concept, grasp it, and they can utilise it to get results from their clients, like I do every single day of my life with clients just like you. That's it for Tony Robbins. He is a massive influence on my life, and someone that I have taken parts of his character because I know they're deep inside me, that I just have to maximise and I have to master. That's it for today. I'm going to catch up with you tomorrow for another video which will recap and bring this series together. Don't miss out. Make sure you've hit subscribe and hit the bell notification so when the video drops, you're first to see it. I'll see you tomorrow.